Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I will be starting 2 more junk journals using the Little Golden Book Wednesday. It's Wednesday from Addams Family. There is a new show out right now, and I had a customer reach out and she wanted me to make a custom order of this little golden book. I had never seen it before, but I did find them at Target, so I picked up 2 of them, one to make the custom and the other one to put in my Etsy shop. And it's the perfect timing now because it's the perfect Halloween theme. So that's what I'm using for the cover. But I had an Etsy shop called Scraft Key Edition reach out and asked if I would feature one of their collections on a journal that I'm making. So I picked this one out. It's called Muted Purples. I'll have the links down below for the shop. There's also a coupon code for 60% off. You can go to the link or put in the code when you go to her Etsy shop. There, she has hundreds of different styles and colorways and things like that. Like I said, this is the Muted Purple Edition. And it is a very vintage, grungy looking. A lot of her collections are like that. So perfect for Halloween and like fall and all kinds of others. There's animals, there's bright colors, Christmas and things like that. So this isn't obviously the whole collection. There were 3 different files of papers and cut aparts and things like that. These tags, I actually sewed these on the back of some cardstock because my paper isn't very thick that I print out on. So I made these tags with 3 of the tags, but what I wanted to do was show you how to make a little flap tag page. So what you need is a piece of paper that you're going to use for your page, and we're going to fold this in half. So that's ready. Now this sheet has, I think it's 5 by 5 squares, and then these little bands, I guess you'd say. I'm not quite sure what you would normally use this for, but I'll show you what I'm using them for. So I double side printed these, so they're like that. I'm going to trim off the white edges. And I'm just going to use the squares and actually cutting them down a little bit. And what I'm going to show you now, you will need to make 3 of this. So I have the square cut out. I'm going to cut it down to 4 inches, just on the one side for one of them. And then on the other, I'm going to cut down to 3. And that's it. So you have one that is the original size by 4, which is almost 5, not quite. So it's like 3 3/4 or 7/8 or something. It's not really that important, but just so you know, you take those 2 squares, cut them down to 4 and 3, and leave the other length. Now, you'll need some sort of scoreboard, or you could, if you have a scoring tool, you could use your trimmer as well. But you're going to take your 2 pieces. This is along the uncut side. So I'm going to score 1/2 of an inch on 3 of the sides of the bigger piece. Turn it, do 1/2 inch, and then turn it and do 1/2 inch. That one's ready, and then you're going to take the other one and you're going to turn it horizontally and do a 1/2 inch score. And done with the scoring. So I'm going to take that away. Now, move that over. using your scissors, you're going to cut the corner where the two score marks meet. This is just to cut that bulk out when we go to fold this. And do that on both of those sides, and then going to turn your scores and fold those. All right, this is going to be the top part of your little flappy pocket. If you didn't see the picture, I'm going to use a circle as a 1-inch circle punch, and I'm going to punch a little half circle out of this. And then you're going to take this piece, you're going to fold this one at the score mark. And then we're going to take this and put glue on your flaps here. You can use liquid glue or double-sided tape. I find with the liquid glue it's a little more forgiving in case you set it down and it's not laid straight. So now we're going to stick this down. We're going to line up this end with your crease on the other one and line up all of our edges here. And this is making a little tag pocket. It's all lined up. Make sure that this will fold over the end like that. So you need to have 3 of these. So I went ahead and made 3 of them already. Now we're going to take our pre-folded, this is 8.5 by 11. Then we're going to line these up the way that you want them arranged here. And what we're going to do is glue them down so the top one lines up at the top of the paper and the bottom one lines up at the bottom. And you can either stack them the bottom first and going up, or I suppose you could do it this way too, or you could do it layered down like that. I might do it like that. So what you want to do is start at one end and take and put glue right on your flap. Make sure your crease is lined up with the crease of the fold in the paper, and make sure you're straight with the top here. And you're going to fold it over so that that is creased. Just make sure that it will flip-flop back and forth. So we've done that, and then we'll layer this. Just want to make sure I have it evenly spaced here. I think that's a good spot. Do the same thing. Just fold over your paper. Make sure that they move freely. And then glue down the last one. I'm gonna put my glue down. I'll wipe that off because I got that on there accidentally. Okay, now line it up in the middle where the crease, and then on the end of the paper or the bottom of the paper. All right, so then we have these little flaps here. Now on this side, since we have this flap and it's showing, I am going to attach a paper. And I have another one of the printables. This one has, so this set of printables has double pages, double spreads on one sheet, and then it has full sheets. And then it also has, I think it has quarter sheets and then like wallet size. So it has all kinds of the different sizes of these grungy purple and black prints. It also has some that has some floral on it and some book page distressing and stuff like that. I just chose these. So I'm going to use this side here, and I'm just going to cut part of it to make it like a little side pocket. So let's do that. I'm going to go about there. All right, oops, still didn't get, trying to cut all the white part off the side, and I didn't get that all. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to just put some glue on here. I will probably go around these edges with my sewing machine, and I'll show you that at the end, but for now I'm going to put a few drops to hold it down in place, and just showing you that you don't have to use your sewing machine in your journal. I just like to. Just very lightly so it holds it. And I'm going to cover that seam up. Just make sure that you can fold it, because this is a page that you will be sewing into your journal. And that is it. Okay, so we just put our tags in here. This kind of, I think when I glued this down it kind of went up, but that's okay. Like it's kind of crooked a little bit. Okay, that goes in there. And this goes in here. And I think I'm going to trim that white off. I think I should have checked that before I cut them down, but there's a little bit of white along that back part. So now this is ready to decorate and add all the final touches, but I just love this. It's just such a fun little interactive element for your junk journal. So now this is ready. You know, it's without the sewing, it's ready to go in my journal if I wanted to, but I will add some sewing in there just to add a little more detail, and then I will decorate this. So if you want to see how I finally decorate all of this, you'll have to subscribe to my channel, and when I complete the Wednesday journal, then you'll be able to see what I ended up doing with this. But yeah, I think this turned out really fun. I love it. You could also do them going up, like a, I guess you'd call it a water, is that called a waterfall pocket thing? But this, I think, is really fun. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.